Welcome back to TCM. I'm Dave Karger. Up next, we continue our birthday tribute to Richard Pryor, who would have been 85 today, with a film that captures what Pryor did best, stand-up comedy. From 1982, it's Richard Pryor live on the Sunset Strip. Filmed over the course of 2 nights at the Palladium Theater in Hollywood, this was Richard Pryor's second big-screen concert film, following his wildly successful 1979 release, Richard Pryor Live in Concert. But a lot had changed for Pryor by the time he returned to the stage to make this 1982 film. On June 9, 1980, Pryor nearly died when he set himself on fire while abusing cocaine. Incredibly, he survived and recovered, and he made a highly anticipated return to stand-up with this film. In addition to showcasing his biting, insightful sense of humor and his uncanny talent for embodying different characters, this performance also directly addresses what was on everyone's mind at the time, the fire. Toward the end of his set, as you'll see, Pryor performed what critic Roger Ebert described as one of the most remarkable marriages of comedy and truth I have ever seen, talking with great honesty about his drug addiction, his accident, and how his life has changed since he stopped using drugs. The movie became a tremendous box office hit and was released alongside an album of the same name, which won Pryor a Grammy Award, the 5th Grammy win of his career. From 1982, directed by Joe Layton and filmed by Oscar-winning cinematographer Haskell Wexler, this is the TCM premiere of Richard Pryor live on the Sunset Strip. As I mentioned before the film, the album version of Richard Pryor Live on the Sunset Strip won the Grammy Award for Best Comedy Album of the Year. This was the 5th time Richard Pryor won in that category, and it was his 9th time being nominated. In the mid-1970s, at the peak of his career, Pryor won 3 consecutive Grammys for Best Comedy Album. He also won a Primetime Emmy in 1974 for his work as a writer on a Lily Tomlin special called Lily. Live on the Sunset Strip became one of Pryor's most successful films, and it benefited from the talents of a master cinematographer, Haskell Wexler, who used at least 6 different cameras to capture Pryor's performances over the course of 2 nights. By this point in his career, Wexler was already a 2-time Oscar winner for his work on Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf in 1966, and again a decade later for the 1976 Woody Guthrie biopic, Bound for Glory. He'd also earned a nomination for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and was behind the camera on classics like In the Heat of the Night, Thomas Crown Affair, and Coming Home. Up next, Richard Pryor returns to the stage in his 3rd stand-up concert film, released 1 year later in 1983.
Next on TCM, Richard Pryor, Here and Now, then JoJo Dancer, Your Life is Calling, and later, Greased Lightning. Blink and you'll miss Richard Pryor tonight.